Hey everybody, just wanted to show you what I think of as applicable groundwork to real life riding. So this is Sally and her horse Ray, and then her sister is up there on Savannah. And if you notice, Sally is in the driving position and she is working to sort of match her footfall with the horse's hind feet, staying about in the middle of the body. And this is an exercise used to build confidence in your horse in riding, and in this case in riding on the trail without actually being on. Now, this is almost what I would call a two-track trail, where it's a trail wide enough for a car or a tractor. And the idea is that the median is no man's land. So as we go down the trail, the horse should stay to one side of the trail. Nobody should be in the middle. If you can imagine, there's a median, which there is not on this section. And the rider, the ground rider, let's call her, because that's what this is about, is on the other side of the trail. And the point of this is to be sending your horse first in a place where you're super confident and super safe, and you can start to pay attention to what's the quality of your arc, which is what's the quality of his attention on her. What's the quality of your attention on your horse? What's their relaxation look like? What's your relaxation look like? And what's their communication? Are they responsive to your requests? And additionally, are you reading their body language? So this is just a great exercise that you can do. Doesn't matter if there's a horse in front or you're by themselves. If places get tricky and the horse really doesn't want to go forward, you can then move up into the leading position. Or if you come a place to a grassy spot and they keep head diving, you could also go up in that leading position. Very nice. And you can drift between the two positions, but the idea is you want your horse to keep space. If you remember our 5 elements of communication, space is 1. So we want our horse to keep a nice gap between us and them. 2, go. We ask them to go. We pay attention to the quality of the go. 3, hind quarter, which we haven't done any of while I've been shooting this video. Next is back up. That's number 4. How does the horse back, which we haven't done in this video. And 5th is front quarter, which we have done several of, or Sally, I should say. When she's using the stick in front of her horse, that's the front quarter. Can you send him around you, Sally, and let's check the hind quarter yield? Good, so she just lifted her rope up. We want to do it off the rope. Notice that rope's causing him to do a circle, but we haven't quite gotten the hind quarter. So all the way to a hind quarter to a stop. That was a lovely circle, but what I want to know is if I kept lifting my rein, would my horse disengage its hind end and come to a stop? Do you see how that hind foot's still kicked out? There we go. There, lovely. Look at the hind foot, Sally. Just lovely. Why don't you back him? Let's check our back up. You stay still. Back him, and then we're going to change direction with him. You're going to send him the other way. So if you've noticed here, 1, we have a dog. That's one moving obstacle. Olivia's panting because it's getting warm. And Missy on her horse rode off, which is perfect because what we're really trying to do here, the backup is not working very well. He's making a pickled lip. He's like, I don't want to back. There might be a bush. Oh, well, can you back? Try again. I'd use the same tool I used before. I would just get a little louder with it. Yeah, he's going to step into a bush.
Yeah, I'm backing him into a bush.
Yeah, let's see if he can do that. A little more rope between you and him. There you go. If you want, there he goes. He's okay, I'll back up, but I'll move to the side of the bush. I appreciate that. Release your pressure while he's moving. He's looking around. Good. And now you'll resend him the other way. So you do a front quarter, so you'll end up on his other side headed towards Missy. Yep, little front quarter here. So now we have finished requesting. Either way, we're going to go back towards Missy. So now she can work on the other side. So things that might happen while you're walking along, your horse may not want to go, then you'd be working on your go cue. In that case, the hind quarter, he didn't want a hind quarter. Instead, he really wanted to just circle. Then when she asked for the disengagement, he didn't really want to do it. You could work on that a little more, staying in the same spot till you got a hind quarter yield off of your rope, because at this point when you're in the saddle, we're going to be using our reins. And even things like diving for grass, easy to work on while you're going in this position, just like in the saddle. Unless I offer, my horse should keep his head above his knees. Good job. So this horse is stopping and asking questions and getting curious. I like these things because previously in my riding of this horse, when he got nervous, he simply sped up. And that isn't always what we want when our horse gets anxious. And if it is, we would like to be able to reset the pace of the walk at our choosing. I hope this gives you an idea of how to take that pre-ride checklist out of the arena and out into the pasture. This time of the year, your biggest challenge is finding spaces to work outside that aren't full of fresh grass. I can't blame my horse for wanting to come out to an open field and eat grass. So sometimes that's actually our reward. But before I do that, I like to put in a cue, either a head down cue or some kind of gesture that says, hey, you're free to eat grass now. I hope this helps. If you have any questions about this or would like to learn more about how to get in that ultimate partnership with your horse using some skills, tools, and theory, along with the support of an amazing community, reach out to me. I'm Julie Robbins, founder of the Horsemanship Academy, and I look forward to learning more about you and your horse and how I could help you.